Now, let us proceed to another example. So we have to find the Thevenin equivalent of the circuit at terminals AB. So we have this 5 ampere source, meron kang 4 dito. And, okay, take note, we have an A dependent source. So this is under case 2. Tapos, ang terminal natin is located here, AB. So, ang pinapagawa lang dito is to convert this circuit into a Thevenin equivalent circuit. Wala na tayong hahanapin value. Where after the value of the open circuit voltage at terminal AB, VTH or VOC, and the equivalent resistance from terminal AB, which is RTH. So, first we have to find RTH, then VTH, and then draw the Thevenin equivalent circuit of this given circuit. So, umpisahan muna natin by A for the value of RTH. So, first we have to redraw the circuit. Ito-turn off natin itong 5 ampere source, but yung ating dependent source to V sub X is mariretain siya. Under case 2 siya, so meaning to say, we will assume or we will put a VOC, I mean V sub O or I sub O to get RTH. Kasi RTH is equivalent to V sub O over I sub O. If we will use V sub O, we will have to find I sub O. Kung I sub O naman, we will find V sub O. But in this case, gagamit na akong V sub O. We will assume, V sub O is equivalent to 1 volts. Okay, nasa step yun, no? Suggestion is to assume the value of V sub O to be 1 volt. So, re-redraw natin yung circuit. Ito matatanggal kasi off natin yan. Paghanap ng mas matingkad na kulay na green. Ang neon. Ayan. Ayan, mas matingkad. Ay. Draw tayo. Terminal AB. Ayan. So, kung off na to, tanggalin na natin siya. Kasi off na yun eh. Wala namang nakalagay na resistor or any, off na natin. Tapos ito, meron dito, meron dito, meron dito, meron dyan. Put yellow. Okay, so dito, maglalagay tayo. Okay, lalagay tayong dito, source. Positive, negative V sub O, which is 1 volts. Tapos, ito yung unknown natin. Hahanap tayo ng value ng, okay. Pwedeng downward or upward yung gagamitin natin na I sub O. So, pwedeng upward na lang din or downward. So, I sub O is equal to unknown. Okay, hanapin natin yan mamaya. Okay, so kung meron tayong source dito, para makuha natin yung RTH, kailangan natin mahanap yung I sub O. Maglo-loop tayo. Okay, loop tayo. Okay, let's say this is I sub 1. And then this is I sub 2. Tapos ito si I sub 3. Ayan, may value na tayo ni I sub O. I sub O is equal to negative. I sub O is equal to negative of I sub 3. So, ang goal natin, I sub O, okay, I sub O is equal to negative I sub 3. So, ito yung equation natin. Yan yung goal natin, mahanap si I sub 3, tapos makukuha natin si I sub O, substitute natin dito, meron tayong V sub O, makukuha natin yung RTH. Okay, so we will apply mesh analysis, mas mabilis yun. To loops. Ayan. Okay, mag-apply tayo ng mesh analysis to loops. Let's say, dito muna tayo, loop 1. At loop 1. Okay, dito tayo. So, this is negative. Okay, negative 2 V sub X. Tapos, plus 2. Okay, 2. Ano yung current na dadaan kay 2? I1 minus I2. Equals 0. Okay, so simplify natin. We can multiply that by 1/2 para mawala yung 2. So this is 2 V sub, multiply na pala. Negative V sub X plus, okay, I1 minus I2 equals 0. Therefore, lipat natin sa kabila si V sub X. V sub X is equal to I1 minus I2. Okay. Ano pa? Ano pang pwede natin gawin dito? Sige, ganyan na muna. So, standby muna natin. Let's say this is equation 1. Mamaya balikan natin yan. Okay, next at loop 2. Okay, at loop 2, ito tayo. So, loop 2. Okay, loop 2. So, 4, wag itong negative V sub X, mamaya na natin gagalawin yun, no? 4 times I2, positive, plus yung 2 ohm resistor, dalawa. Tapos, sundan ba yun? So, 4 ohm times I2, tapos yung 2, I2 minus I1, plus, ano pa, 6 ohm resistor, which is I2 minus I3. Equal 0. Okay, so simplify na natin. Siguro, 4I sub 2 plus 2 I sub 2 minus 2 I sub 1 plus 6 I sub 2 minus 6 I sub 3. Yan ang nangyari sa pen ko. Equal 0. Wait lang. 6I sub 2 minus 6I sub 3 equals 0. And pagsasamahin natin, I1 muna. Negative 2I sub 1. Tapos ito, 4. Okay, 4, 5, 6 plus 6. So that is 12. Tapos ang matira, minus 6I3 equals 0. So, equation 2. And then, loop 3 tayo. Ang loop 3 natin, ito. So, 6I3 minus 6I3. Okay, 6I3 at saka I2. Okay, plus 2I3. Okay, plus ano to? 1 volt equals 0. So, arrange natin 6I3 minus 6I2 plus 2I3 equals negative 1. Simplify natin. Dito na lang yung continuation. Okay, negative 6I2 plus negative 6I2 plus 6I2, 6, 7, 8. So, plus 8, I3 equals negative 1. This is equation 3. Ayan. Underline muna natin. 1, So, maybe, pwede akong mag-ano. So, Control C. Ayan. Ito, at saka yun. Ayan. Yan na yung mga equation natin. Okay, so, tignan natin yung mga unknowns, no? Bago tayo mag-substitute. Nag-aralan muna natin. Okay. So, I1, I2, I1, I2, I3, I2. So, ang problema natin kasi, we have 3 equations pero 4 yung unknown. Ito kasing V sub x yung kailangan natin ayusin. Kasi, ang kailangan natin ay 3. So, commonly, mahanap natin yung I3 by a matrix of I3, I2, I1. Or pwede natin i-simplify yan basta nandun si I3. Okay, kaso may V sub x kasi tayo dito. So, we have to find equations pa to substitute. Okay, kailangan tayo makahanap ng equations in terms of current ng V sub x. Hanap pa tayo ng equation ng V sub x. So, punta tayo. We know that V sub x, so kung I2 pa ganyan siya, okay, upward, so V sub x is negative 4 times I2. Okay, so V sub x is equal to, okay, negative, no? Kasi yung current direction na susundan, naalala nyo yung sa Ohm's law, I sub 2. Okay, but V sub x, okay, from 1, okay, pwede natin substitute. V sub x is equal to I2 minus I3. I mean, I1 minus, ito siya, I1 minus I2. Ayan. So, substitute natin ito to 1. Okay, so 4, negative 4I2 is equal to, kasi V sub x is negative 4I2, I1 minus I2. Therefore, I1, okay, ito lilipat, negative 4I2 plus I2. So, I1 is equivalent to negative 3I2. So, let's say this is equation 1.1. So, anong pwede natin gawin dyan? So, pwede natin gawin is to substitute. Okay, okay na to. Ito, sa substitute natin kay 2. Yung ating I1 magiging I2 in terms of I2. Tapos, i-substitute natin siya kay 3. 2, 2, and 3. Magkakaroon tayo ng 2 equations to unknown. Ito kasing ito. Bali, ito papalitan natin magiging in terms of I sub 2. So, puro I2, I3. Tapos, ay okay na pala. Okay, dito wala na tayong papalitan. Substitute na lang natin siya to equation, substitute to equation 2.